Aak'wtaatseen. Ashke. Yak eyuch satini awel de kat Johan. Qonea yakwahi. Ya Tlingit tu tultu. Yewa achtu yak eyuch satini. Ya gwall shugo a. Yitu agesagu yuch eyitani. Jadasa dat. Yidatawe helwasaka kwati. Kulchish. Hajit was in Ayawe at Hakasat Katuchuch. Okay. Yeah, Gwashukwa. Naskia archiu yakana kalkawush kasnigi, we verb future ka huna yukatangi dat yahayi adat yukagachtu laat. Dasayi tu asiku ko shukwa ai.
Sentences.
Oh, yak eh. It ko ha.
Zia kat achuni awaga ga tuha every day.
Huh.
Shall ka ich sa ichi tuha. Gunas chish pet hashka we shall. Ka si wutusati. Afe ka ashe kunach uke. De kuk ye yawaka. La Rose, Louise Erdrich, Akawa Shifkit, Akaw Shifkit, Chippewa Shawat. La Rose, Aak'wtaatseen. Born a crime, Noah Trevor, Akaw Shifkit, Clef, Kena, Dutu.
Oh, okay.
Aaga'awe, Siago Ade Kuati.
Yak eh. Cheese. Yak eh hawe. Louise Erdrich do seek awa. Kleidehin do gate aya. Kleidehin aya chwasatin hu. Ya achunki yan. Schoon klein aya. Ayik e chatwuti. Ya Minneapolis, Minnesota. Ya achuni kachat konachatu asagu. Rock band away to the Ya Louise Erdrich de seek koa kichakuk aushakuk aya ade wudutli achye. Ye away kleidihin we kichakuk kashuk ho away wutla ach outla ach het koa kadedak kuk ya guitar ye do a sag atlet khakinach ka achunitsu. Aim baby ye had to a sock. Yeah, her rock bandy. Okay, good cheese. It's okay. Jakut kako ya. Sentences again, you.
Tlingit Yukatangi Kwasitangi. Nistat Kawanganese. Tlingit Hina Wa Aak'wtaatseen. Ade Yechatnaiu. Ha Ani. Tlingit Kundatani. Ha Kusti. Aak'wtaatseen. Tlingit Lehi. Tigitkia. Sa. Hu. The Kudzi, Wanadu, Douche, Kajin Kajagu, Kakane, Audigan, Yada At Kashle, Ziagan Akhu. Boy.
Yakecha. We're gonna cheese. Tachonach hook Khwasatina ya atasna at chwe khashakach. Kirgea khwasatin. One qalin sani lidaye hasuti. Khoa yakdat klashas kusti yu. Yakha. Dakka. Has akha Yesu. Yidet khoa. Duhai at ewe khashakach khatsegedi. Ye awa hakun ki haswe dakha in hasakawani. Klashayachuti Chudacha aya yichai. Wuch dach aya. Duchai at tsegedi kachalakach. Ye awa. Hechwasaku de kina ko awash hasawacha. Wutuwacha chataya de kina chatsati. Ya ach kla de kla ko achina kawanik. Ya shkakwek aya wutlagas. Yejini yes. Ya niklein aya. Hechwasaku gwashasaya kutsati tuberculosis. Wutu nigu aya. Ya sanatorium kutsati. Shkakwek. Ya ach klish. Sheldon Jackson aya wadlaq wishgun. Atunach aya wagut. Aka awe. Shkakwede. Kanaskinacha. Jaguta de kina sha. Okay, jiwane. Ya ach klisk. Ach ka klisk. Ya ach ta du ish. Oid wushketas with the art. Aka awe du du. What do keek has aya? Has to aya kone aya ausaku. Ya achlisk. Ka awe achlisk. Ya ka haku. Gashanesi aya kakiha hain. Ye awe du kla ausa tsegedi. Ye awe gashukwa aya au shugu awa awaha. We tsegedi. Wegao. Tashawas ko ada hatsalk ka shidihini at the word high at Tlingit tin. Chagut kak uwan kanins tashas to toa ushko. Yak that's how to zukke. Wa kagawa.
Dialogue. Deji, recording. Das away yeta. Actually, Deji, a pity day, a pity. Chayu, Patel, Agawu aya, Pogubi, Deji,
Nhớ Yawa heke wush khani yukatangi yakhaya nyake kan chisha ma etais
Aak'wtaatseen Tlingit Aak'wtaatseen Lagia Yuduasa Tlingit Gaina Alina Yanda Yuduasa Blaka Gaina Aak'wtaatseen Sigu Aak'wtaatseen Du Tuasigu Klek Yadi Aak'wtaatseen Yana Eight Ka Buttercup Kat Wutuch Leset Kletch Wutuch Leset Awu de Wek Cha'an Awu Nech
yake Yawa gwas Yisaku yidat away Yanuane she at the hin Tlingit nagu Kar yis at khai Yank ayakone Kayan H yidataya way Acht ka Kosh Yawa hada it yak hada it aushake at awa konach Acht ka Kosh aya wasa hake Hawasa hatu yak the katwetak iti aya Wutusatini a joy yis at khai awa katwetak kanach chak Uhuku kawushik at ha Ye awa has de khaien a joy tak iti konachas de tuasagu we yis kawa ai at aqawe qone ye gachtu satin qone ye qaka khwin aya we stakatwe qaka khwin a itch a tleq ye cook was tea ye awa hatu wasagu ya yis at khai a joy qaka khayani disiye do sago Yadis ye awa haqaya kia Kayana 82 Qonea ya Yandayan Uwane Yak Goodness cheese Sukka Kahuj Okay.
Khataya.
Oh, okay.
Onek.
Oh, that's what's that name?
Cajun.
Okay.
Just as they are. Yit katachant ian atwogut quat yagi yes atcha ka kag kakuns kachas quat yagi ye akatsa litsi achlilk jaki ish yudusagun achtla duish ye chayaka ye gonna ja quat yagi yes park day yan chakuch ke chat ede we yel adat chatuati yel yach yasikha we ak gunchi secho ache
Okay. Yeah, away. What you away? That's the way let Kakina.
Easter quat yagi
Yeah, away. Why you knock in at that you have to atkin. What's a got to sa Easter ka? Shukwa Easter again. Chwasaku. Qot yagi. Oh, okay. Oh, qach out le qot yagi. Oh, kasi at chago ko chagut at just qot the data ya. Yeah, oh. Yeah, the key and kawu do eat cook with the good yagi aya. Oh, okay, yeah, oh. Qot yagi aya. Yak yeah, oh, good. Qach out the qot. Yeah, why at Aak'wtaatseen you get that so I will show go at Aak'wtaatseen one canines okay Kach out like what that's why let hak einach kuke
Rabbit eggs?
rabbit laid an egg yeah why
Could see. It's a miracle.
Takwe Easter aya achit as the Indian yan khakij
A little confusing.
Kach out like what achit ki okay good as cheese okay
Yada Khosetin du Dechsai Kasek on Shawat Kitsu du Kasai Ajawe Lisa Murkowski Ye Awasa
oh
on Shawat Kitsu
okay
Naskinach Ikla no Daku Khatsu
June Pagiaga
Dibdal
Sarah Dibdal
Khatsu Dukla Kasek Lisa Murkowski Khatsu Sarah
June Pagitsu again
Dasa
June Pagitsu again
Cake Isakuge June Piggies Disai June Piggies
June, Duffy knows.
The land shook
oh
Cock shut
okay
Ede Yedu Sagun Cock
oh
do
yeah
a different name and I can't remember it. But I know it's the ground shook because she told me.
okay it's cheese hain ki nigi Khanakhoy do dati to khotank kasech wasa khashuku Khanakh wujina ya wutu shuken Yawa achtu yek eta okay Ashqay tuwa kesagu we khuna at yahay ayak achtillatini
Yay.
okay Adisaka kwatu e shukwa ai Swasa yek ewa pasa akune Try to zoom out and zoom back in and see if that does it. just with the plus and minus at the bottom right of the screen. There we go. You okay? Someone want to read the first one? Okay. What's tunach hayashuk? The first K is underlined in Keuchne. Oh, the K, but not the X. Yeah. What's should have a high tone in the A, and tunach should have a high tone on the U. And somebody translate that for me?
They are smiling at us through the bushes.
Yeah, Keuchne is smiling at us through the bushes. So Keuchne, comes first because that's the most important thing. What's the bushes? Tunach, through it. There's that nach thing and the tu thing. You learn to get a feel for which one it's going to be, right? Tunach is through. Ha yashuk. There's the object pronoun for us. So if she was smiling at me, I would say, or chat yashuk. If she's smiling at you, I yashuk. Ha yashuk. She's smiling at us. Hashuk would be she's laughing at us. With the ya in front of that is that face thing, that same vertical surface face thing. It's a thematic prefix. And that's why yashuk and shuk are different. They're very similar, but they are different. Okay. Okay.
High tone on two.
Yeah, high tone on tu nach. They're kind of interesting because you have ya and ka, and if you put nach on them, that will usually they'll make the vowel a lot of times long and low, but tu stays high.
So then no high tone on the A in na.
Yeah, no, that stays high.
It stays high?
Yep. The nach, that part, will pretty much always want to be high.
Even though the first one was.
Yeah, it's usually it causes the other one a single vowel to go long and low, but in this case it stays high. But then nach and dach always want to be high, no matter what's before them. Okay. Someone want to read the next one?
Nakach an ka satu ha'e has ash awashjak hastu siga tanach tanachi.
Yake. Nakasan kasatuk ha'e hasa shawshajak hasta sekatanki. Yake. I would probably say Nakasan kasatuk and probably put a period after their names. I'd put an exclamation point after ha'e. And then I think, and let's see if we can get confirmation, a shawshajak. I think it should be a high tone on the A and a W after the K. I think that's how that verb works.
They filled up their
Oh yeah, in Nakachan, there's no underline on the K.
is still very close.
Okay.
I'm guessing they filled it up.
Okay. Can we get a translation?
Something about their berry cans.
Yeah, the berry sekatank is a berry can. A long time ago, it was one that you hung around your neck.
Mm.
Long time ago, like a few summers ago, or
Folger's coffee can.
Yeah, what? Okay, interpreters.
Is that from to kill something?
I don't think it. I think it might be different.
Dead berries.
It might be just killing it out there.
Look, their berry can.
Let me borrow the screen. I'm gonna steal this from you.
You fill it up, or you drop it.
You would drop it.
Well, we would eat it.
Yeah.
No, I
we
would eat
get it
it.
right off the ground.
Fill it up.
We're gonna look at the jock.
Where do you think this came from? This was good.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask.
I don't see it in here, but I have heard this verb. So we're gonna check
I'm gonna ask tomorrow.
Okay.
Weha and see what he has in his stuff. That was nice. Jock, Aak'wtaatseen, Tlingit, Aak'wtaatseen.
This right there first, right?
Put in. Oh, there was a put in.
Yeah, I don't think this one is documented. So if you wouldn't mind sharing your screen again, Ashqe, I stole it from you. It does come from, I think, the verb root jaq, which means to fit things into place, to put them together nicely. And what the sha part is doing in front of it, it's saying you filled it up. And it's different than, there's different ways to fill things up and for things to be full. The two main categories are full of liquids or full of solids, right? And so, but there's a third one, which is to fill something, and it means you're pretty happy with how it's come together, right? That's how I tend to interpret that one. So, they've filled their baskets. She or he has filled their basket, and so that's how I interpret that verb. I don't know if anybody else has any more thoughts on it.
So there's different verbs for liquids and solids?
Yeah, shawahik is it's full of solids. Shawakit, it's full of liquid. Change the classifier to an L, and now you have somebody filled it. Shawshahik, he filled it. She or he filled it full of rocks or whatever. Shawshakit, she or he filled it full of water, coffee. And it's probably different because you have to carry them differently.
Ah.
It has to be a different kind of container, right? Okay. Okay. Ashqe. I stole your screen share, so you have to share again. Aak'wtaatseen. Right. Okay, for the next one, I would put a high tone on the jin part. The e part could be I or ee. It doesn't matter. I'd probably write it as an I, but it could be said long or short. Okay, does someone want to read this one? Someone who hasn't read yet?
Do it. Jinky sunny Aak'wtaatseen.
Okay.
Our hands were blue.
Jinky sani Aak'wtaatseen. yes, our little hands.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cute. Little hands are discolored, are colored or dyed. You could, using this verb kautasek, it means for it to be that way or it happened to them. Some people might also say kaududlisek. It got colored that way. And then you could put a noun color yach in front of it. An yach kautasek. If that's just a regular L classifier, not plus D, and that's I, like kautasek. I dyed it red, right? An yach kautasek. Kautasek. Yeah, well.
Isn't that kind of
Okay.
I thought that was blue.
Oh, wow. Okay. Ashke, you want to read the next one? Okay. So there's, let's see. So what they're doing, they're pouring the berries down over a slanted surface, probably with a towel on it, maybe, to get the dirt out of it. And there's a verb in here, and I'm gonna have to, we're gonna have to collaborate on this one because this one is complicated. Kanata, got it. Right? But that's a neat verb. It comes from kawata, to be ripe. So it means the ripe, I guess. So I'd have a couple of like if this is going to be. So there's this W in there. It's LA. So there's some things where I probably have to hear a speaker say this. But I'll tell you what I see going on in this verb. S'ich is in the middle of it. S'ich is some kind of dirt, some kind of lint or rubbish. It would be all those things you don't want in your berries. So in that story with where Raven fits himself into that pine needle, that young girl, she kept saying, s'ich akat shahash, gant chich. She'd say, throw it out. There's some rubbish floating on it. S'ich is closely related to ich, and it's probably embedded in the name s'ichat, maybe not. So there's this other part on here, whether that's ak at the end, I would maybe, let me see if I can find it. Anybody got any thoughts on that one?
Rolling the berries. Would
Mhm.
this have anything to do with that rolling the barrel that was in Little Readings in Tlingit?
Oh.
Yeah, so you would expect like gouache in there somewhere, like that one's usually the rolling one. What I would think is that somewhere there's going to be s'ich, so it's going to be s'ich and ak, and maybe there's something that gets them there. So there's this verb suffix ak, which means to remove, right? Like Shaqayaq is to pull the muscles out of a clam. And shaqayaq is to pull the guts out of a fish inside. So you get that aq ending at the end. But yeah, this is a fun one. This is some complicated stuff going on. There's si. I wonder if si aq. Yeah, I guess I'd have to hear it.
For when they do
Asayi tuj.
We're discussing it. That they made me think of squeezing.
Oh, okay.
Because they sometimes squeeze the berries for jam.
Yeah, what?
I don't know. They're working on Canada. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my thought on it.
Hey.
What would you say if you wanted to say shake? Because it looks like
Shake.
They could be shaking. There could be pouring. It kind of, and Ashkay, maybe you can clue us in on what they're doing. From the picture, it looks like they're pouring the berries down so that the little leaves and stuff will get stuck on whatever they're pouring it over.
Yeah,
that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah.
Okay. Huh. That is a complicated. I'll have to. We'll try and ask around about that verb, and I'll try and figure that one out. Okay.
This is called Stump the Teacher.
Yeah, that is a good one. I do think ich is in there for the rubbish, and there's something about with that L classifier and that aq ending, it's similar to shaqayaq and shaqayaq, which are pretty difficult, challenging verbs, and they have these specific verbs for like when you're removing something, and they really seem to be closely associated with you're going to eat it, but you got to take this part out first, right? Yeah, okay, that's a great one. You remember who said that?
Like.
Okay. Okay. Moving right along then. I'll let you know if we can figure that one out. Okay, can someone read the next one?
Shakindusquen nadak yach kanatakuk.
Okay, sheesh. And that one, I don't see anything that needs to be corrected. Nadak yach, so shakindusquen nadak yach kanatakuk. Interpreters? Get interpretant. I think it's a chakananik. Gook chakananik. First one's a name, I think. I have to work on lines 2 and 3.
Along the table, maybe.
Yes.
She's looks like she's picking them from the branches.
Yeah, so nadak yach, around the table. So there are some things, So these are some of these directional things that just the way that Tlingit thinks about things. There are a few things that you're going to yach when you're going to get around them. A table, it means around the edge of or on the edge of. A table, a river, a road, a lake. You'll yach around all of those things. So if you want to say go to the lake shore, go to the river, sometimes you're going to use yach or ayach, and then day yach in a good way. The porcupine is walking along on the side of the road. Yach would be right along the edge of the road. Kanata, again, hook eat. Hook eat is the act of picking the berries. She's picking berries around the table. Okay. Yeah, well.
Okay, I have one more page I wanted to show. I hope I showed the right one though. It's page 6.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Anyone want to read the first one?
Yeah. Qameti Satuk Kakashke Kanata has E.
Okay.
Tihan, they're cooking berries.
Yep. So it names them and it says they are cooking blueberries. Right? Has-as-e. They're doing that right now. There's the hus part in there. Okay. And then you'd say chasa-e, isa-e, tusa-e. We were doing it. Okay. Keochne needs an underline on the first K in her name. I do believe it's kanigwat without the L before the G. And then the A will also be high-toned in the yeah. Okay. Natu. Cha'adusa.
Keokne ka kashyat kanikwat sak has agasi.
Okay. Interpreters.
You're making the berries with salmon eggs, Nora and Kashyat.
Yes. Keochne and kashyat. What is the sak part in there?
Strawberries.
That would be shuk. That's a really good. It's a very good guess.
Or?
Huh?
Or?
Yes. So sak, and it comes after the noun. It means it's going to become that thing, right? So they'll use this. Sometimes the big collection of raven stories is called Yesh Saku. It's going to become the raven. Ich Saku. They're going to become this medicine person. So when they say Kanigwat Saku, it's going to become Kanigwat, which is that's one where we don't really need a translation for that word, I don't think. Some people call it like Indian pudding or berries and, whatever. Kanigwat. And that is a food with berries and salmon eggs. Depending on where you're from, there might be very specific prescribed ingredients. And then has-agas-e, they're cooking it right now. Us-e and agas-e, it's kind of interesting which one you're going to pick and which one you're going to use. it seems like what beginning Tlingit tells us is us-e is you're just saying they're cooking it. Aak'wtaatseen means they're going to cook it and eat it. It's going to be eaten right away. There is this thing in here, the ga. What that ga is doing is it can pop up. It doesn't happen very often, but it means doing this thing sometimes for myself, right? Like, hey, what are you doing? I'm cooking for myself, right? Which sometimes you're saying, I'm cooking, but it's just for me. But I think a lot of times when I see this used for cooking, it usually just means we're going to eat it right away. Right? That seems to be what the difference is between Aak'wtaatseen and us-e. Okay. Sheesh, those are fantastic. Those are a lot of fun. Okay. Yidet Ko'ah. Anybody else have any questions or thoughts or anything? I'll set up a couple of things to share.
The ground shook in Situya Bay.
Oh, wow.
June Piggies.
Anyachsachich. Anichish. Ah. Okay.
I have a question. You guys were talking about somebody's name, and Linda said I would know. Was it June?
Yes.
It was June Pegues?
Ah.
Okay, I found it. Anyachsachich.
We're like so lined up right now because Hasanach just said it.
It came back.
Okay. Oh, it came back to all of us. Yeah, well. Okay. Okay, we got 5 pages left of up. I think we should do a few lines, and what I'll just post the whole translation. But I do want to go through a few of these, and then also talk about the future. But we might, I don't know, we'll see where we're at next. On Tuesday, you guys are going to share your plans. So let's do this. We'll do some of this. We'll take a break. We'll do the future. We might come back to this if we're still, feeling it. But then for Tuesday, we'll meet 5:30. We'll be in that room over there. I don't know if anybody's in here or not. So we'll start at 5:30. Everybody will just share your plan to take Tlingit into a place or social setting. And it doesn't have to be, don't go to town on it, right? Just come up with an idea and then talk about how you're going to do it, what kind of challenges might be presented. And I'll share a couple of, like one example would be, a few years ago, we had a class, I said, let's just meet at Fred Meyer. And so the goal right here would be shopping in Tlingit, right? Where are we going to take it? To the grocery store. And so there was a guy here, Dahunia Aak'wtaatseen Juno, Tlingit dewa au saku. Ya awa khwa ach Tlingit au shakuk. Ya awa wishkatnik khwatu. Ya say de ya yedu sagan glekach inach Elizabeth Nyman. De kusti yidat awe shkautlenik. Ya awa yawa ka. Shatkiatskuch satiyik. Aka awe. One Qanians Juno aya. Hasawa art. Hasdu tawasagu. Haswu art. Hasdu tawasagu wush de seichen. Atugu. Aka awe wetahuni adachaya. Hasayawadlak. Saknin. Klinuxileo katasa. Wasustlihu kechosaka. Aka awe de chantaswu art. Ya du ish katu in ag. With the hunya ko art late kachusatien ko a. Tlingit au saku. Yadu ish to inakawanika Aak'wtaatseen isikaya akhandaya yigu di kadenawa afsaku Tlingit. Aak'wtaatseen wushu khatil atki. Ajawikwash Tlingit di tuasaku takhantu wakuti. So I read a long time ago, well, I read in a story that long time ago, Elizabeth Nyman, she was talking about when she was growing up and living on the Taku. And they would come to Juneau, and there was a storekeeper there who knew Tlingit. Hakasha told me his name just a little while ago. Goldstein or something like that.
He was Jewish. He was Jewish.
And he knew Tlingit, and he would, when he saw Elizabeth Nyman's dad, and she was pretty young, he said, let your daughter just stay here. I want to talk to her. She really knows Tlingit really well. And so to be able to distinguish like between, you know, like really knowing Tlingit and stuff, you got to really know some things to know who knows some things, right? But I was thinking about that because a lot of people wanted to go to see him because he spoke Tlingit. And so, like they said, he didn't always have the best prices, but because he spoke Tlingit, they really liked to go and negotiate with him. But so we took a group to Fred Meyer, and then, so the idea was shopping in Tlingit. And then the sort of rationale, why? Well, because people need to shop, and we can do this in our language, and then it brings the language to this place, to a place where most people go, right? Most people go to the store. So we met there, and I said, okay, well, we got to come up with names for all the different parts of the store, right? So like the frozen food and the meats and the bread, right? And the place where they make coffee. And so just I was like, okay, we got to map out the store and then give these things names, because they spent the first hour, the students did, and I tried to group them beginners, intermediate, and advanced in every group. For 1 hour, just walk around, see how many things you could name, because there's lots of things there. And then if you can't name it, look it up, right? And then we met again, and we had a little break, and I said, okay, for the second hour, I'm going to give you a list of things, and you can't show anybody the list. You could say what part of the store it's in, but you cannot name it, and you have to get them to find it. And so that was really fun because they had to describe it, they had to use actions and stuff like that. So those were the sort of things that we would need. But then in the future, as I thought about it, it's like, oh, to do an activity like that, would have to teach them how to say, how would you describe things in a grocery store? How would you, trying to get to descriptive kind of language. So, so you guys are going to share your ideas, and it's just an idea. You don't have to, you're not giving us the kit to go there, right? So don't feel like you have to figure out, just give us an idea. Well, I think in order to do this, I'm going to need, and then we can talk. And we'll say, oh yeah, that's great. Here, we do this thing, do that thing. But then my hope is at some point you're actually going to do that thing. And so I would say stick to practical things. Like, we're going to learn how to fly airplanes in Tlingit. Not. Right? But maybe we could, when they taught us Hawaiian, we'd drive around, they would only give us directions in Hawaiian. So nobody crashed and we got where we were going. But think of like bite-sized things, right? Try not to say, we're going to bring the language back to the home. I was like, that's wonderful, but I'm thinking bite-size, right? So we're going to learn how to wash the dishes and put them away in Tlingit. That's the small bite-sized portion. Or else it gets a little too daunting, right? You're not trying to plan an entire immersion life. You're just thinking of one activity or place where the language can go. Okay, any questions about that? Okay, so Tuesday everyone will share what you got. We'll just keep it kind of informal. Again, I don't want to put a lot of pressure on you. This is kind of a late blossoming idea. But then you don't have to do like this big, huge language project. So win, lose, I don't know. And then we'll see how much time we got left. And we'll try and finish Aak'wtaatseen. So Maybe we'll take a break and then we'll come back. We'll do this. We'll do the future. See if anybody's got any questions. Okay, take 5.
Are you done? Yeah. Collect all the plants. We'll get going up here.
Okay, we're gonna try and move through this a little quickly. Oops.
These are all our notes from
So this line, I think, is 48. Somebody want to read that?
Aak'wtaatseen.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
2 lines above that one. Sorry.
It's 46.
46.
Well, we
They changed it.
numbered differently, I guess.
So like.
Bold.
I guess
Or just that one.
that one.
That one that it's focused on.
Yeah. You read that one, Bob?
Link. Una. Te. Decay. Ush. Nasneak.
Okay, good cheese. Like, sneak. How do we interpret that line?
No.
Yeah, away. Chak. From Siku. Like, de ke nasneak.
Our group thought it was making him sick, but we couldn't figure out what the ush was.
Themselves.
Oh, okay. Themselves.
No, the ush, chush would be themselves. Like they're making themselves sick, or she or he's making himself sick. Ush is a pronoun used a lot in storytelling to mean the main character.
Oh.
That person we've been talking about.
Uh-huh.
Right? And so you'll see it mostly in storytelling, it'll pop up. But you could use it on day-to-day stuff. If I just started telling you about stuff, because third-person pronouns, it gets a little hard to tell who's the she and the they and the him and the her and all that stuff. But the ush really helps take care of that. Say, oh yeah, and then this guy that we've been talking about, this is what happened to him. Right? Mm-hmm. So Aak'wtaatseen is the ush. Mm. And then K, nasneak. It's making him sick right now. It's starting to make him sick. I'm getting sick. Okay. So this is a verb mode to say it's in the process of happening. Can we read the next line? It's pretty short. Yeah, why?
Loneliness.
Oops.
Okay. Okay. Slide. Anyone? Okay. Talk aya. I change my punctuation. I attach that there.
It was getting to be spring.
Yeah.
Getting to be spring.
Getting to be, going to be. The cook kwaha means like it's coming. It's gonna be spring, right? Talk cook kwaha.
Getting to be spring, huh?
Yeah, it's getting to be spring. It's going to be spring. There's different ways you can interpret that. The cook kwaha means It's a future form, so it's going to be day. Okay.
So Aak'wtaatseen is one word.
I usually write it as one word.
Oh.
And sometimes it is not attached to the previous word.
Yeah. And so ite, there's a bunch of things that can be ite. So talk ite is the remains of winter, basically.
But other remains aren't attached to the word there, the remains of.
Yeah. Yeah. Kus ite, I usually write as one word. Kan ite, I'd probably write as two words. Ach ite, ha ite, kaku, I'd write as three words. That's our descendants.
So we can do what we want.
I know.
It's an oral language.
I don't know. That's a good question. Okay. Let's just do the first line.
Astusha de honey, de kuyasa cake.
Okay.
Yasa cake.
Astisha the honey, iquyos cake.
The leader said to the people. I'm just reporting what our group think put together. Because everybody else is so shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is kuyos ka, and then it gets the kuyos cake. There's a K on there, which is really interesting because usually you'd expect that to be you kuyos cake, like he says this or she says this to people on a regular basis. But there could be things going on there that we don't fully understand. But ka is the verb root for that one, to say. And then the S, when it goes to the S classifier, it's to say it to somebody, right? And then the k is to people. So I guess I'd say says.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
So their boss told them something, huh?
Yeah. And Shad Dahani is a leader. Shad Dahani is sometimes how you hear it. Leader of people means stands at the head of the people. Na Shad Dahani is sometimes you'll hear for a leader of a clan, stands at the head of the clan. The plural form would be Shad Nakhi. So you want to read the next? I guess we'll do the next two in a row.
Oh, do it. Aak'wtaatseen gachtutan Aak'wtaatseen.
Yeah, well. Aak'wtaatseen gachtutan Aak'wtaatseen. So we don't need to translate names.
A future tense of to do something with a boat.
Yeah.
We're going in the boat.
Going in the boat. Mm-hmm. This is a really interesting phrase. And so you can interpret this as we're going to take him by boat. But it kind of implies that we're going to carry him or we're going to maybe lead him. Sometimes you'll say lead by the hand and stuff. So it's a little bit of an unusual way, I think, to say it. But we're going to bring him by boat.
Mm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were talking to him, but they're not, huh?
No, because you would have on there, khatan, right? This is more like if you have like a cup that's empty, and you say achjitan, hand me that cup. I think that's the verb root that you're seeing here. So like we're gonna bring this boat and him Okay. You okay? Anybody online want to read a sentence? Eh. Hatukaksakihinite. Okay. I'll probably attach the day to the hini, and I'll probably make the day high. So this is a place name. Anybody want to interpret it for us or take a stab at it?
River or water?
Yeah, heathen.
Going towards this river, and this river is called Katukasaki. In other places, you might say Kausake is what it's related to. Kawake is also another form of that verb. So this, if you look it up, it might be translated as peaceful river, but I'm going to show you some of the parts that are here. So ka, a low tone ka, like that, is usually a person's. It's the pronoun, fourth person, human pronoun. So when you say like ka tla, somebody's mother, a person's mother, right? And so the way that Tlingit uses the fourth person, you'll see it a lot, right? Tu is inside. So once you're inside a person, you're talking about usually thoughts, feelings, emotions, intentions, those types of things. Kaksaki is the form of a verb. This verb can have multiple interpretations. It could mean to track an animal or a person's footprints. It could mean to, if you were doing beadwork and you kind of made a mistake and you had to rip it up, so ripping back your sewing or beading, that would be this same verb. Undoing some of your weaving, whether it's a basket or a blanket, would be this same verb. Or if you had a ball of yarn and you wanted to untangle it, it would be this. And so that verb means all of those things. And in Tlingit, those are all deeply related concepts, which is really interesting. So the way that he liked to explain this was a river that untangles a person's mind. But you can call it peaceful river as well.
In a good way.
Yes. You want your mind to be tangled. That's a bad thing. We were going over some Tlingit grammar one time, and this Tlingit speaker, he said, Chuya, it's as if my brain got tangled in a seine net. So you don't want to be tangled.
So what's the root of the kaksaki?
K.
K. Okay.
But there's a bunch of things that will be K in the north, Ki in the south, sometimes in Aak'wtaatseen, often in Teslin, right? So in the north, you'd say Yangeyiwane. In the south, you might say Yangeyiwani. Wasa Atwani. That's how things, it's a pretty common thing.
Important.
So towards the river that untangles a person's mind. Or peaceful river. Okay. Can I get a reader for this sentence?
Tak iti aya.
Sheesh, talk iti aya. Interpretation?
It is spring.
Is spring. And why does it keep snowing? I'm just kidding. The grouse poop fell yesterday.
We didn't get enough snow last year.
Yeah.
Winter was left of it.
Yeah, because that's what, it's how you say spring is tauk ite, and the literal interpretation is what's left of winter.
We're snowing.
Yeah.
There it is. Answered my own question. I guess you answered it. Okay. Reader.
Aak'wtaatseen wuduwak'un.
Aak'wtaatseen wuduwak'un. Okay. Okay. What did you guys come up with for that?
Everything was losing weight.
Huh?
Starting to get thin.
What's that?
They were starting to get thin or losing.
Starting to get thin. Okay. Let's check this one out. Let's go find this hoon and see what's going on. So you do have shechun and glechun. There was a raven story, and he says, something like that. They said he always just eats fat, but he's still so skinny. Right? But this one, you would need to have the L or the D plus L classifier, which you don't have, right? You would have dudlechun or something. And also, when you look these up, this one says a state verb, so there's only an object. This one says intransitive, so there's only a subject, right? But you would expect this SH to be in front of it, right? So then we might go to the next one. It's not D, it's not S, it is a zero classifier. It's a zero classifier. So this is the process of elimination, right? So let's go see prepare.
Okay.
See what it says. So there's huahun, wuhun, prepare, get ready, often for a trip.
Oh.
And so the other thing we're going to do is we're going to change this to a long, because it should be long. Shtakatat wuduwahun. So now how do we interpret that? We have a duh.
Everyone was getting ready for a trip.
You'd want shtakat ka for everyone.
Oh, they were getting everything ready.
People were getting everything.
That became thing.
It's always tricky, like when you have the duh or the k in there, when it comes to interpretation, because you could say everything was being readied, and sometimes it feels better without people, like it was eaten. And sometimes it feels better with just people.
Yeah, that's good.
People were getting everything ready. That's what the shtakat is, right? Okay. Okay. Next line, unless anybody's got any questions, everybody's okay? Okay, next line. And now I'm going to put a comma in there, sorry. Uh-oh, where did I go? What happened? Okay. We got here interpreters.
Carefully tie the boat. Secure the boat.
Okay.
That's what we came up with.
Okay. So there's some interesting things going on here.
Sort of a random comment.
It could be loading the boat. It could be, yeah. So when you hear this verb without the k on it, which is going to be the fourth person object, right? You're going to recognize this verb if I say it in the perfective, the way you most often hear it. Yanuane.
Are you ready?
Yanuane is ready. Right? Yenge iwane would be, are you ready? Yenge yiwane, are y'all ready? Yan khatuwane, I'm ready. Right? But in this case, the yun, if it's not complete, because yun in that verb means to completion. That's why you say yan uwane. It's complete, right? Yan khosane, I fixed it all up. I got it ready. Yende ya kukane aya. It's a little bit of a trickier version. I would probably say, and you got kadain in front of it. What is the kadain part?
Carefully.
Carefully or really well. Kadain yende ya kukane aya. As the people were getting ready, right? As the people were getting ready, and it says, so based on this first one, when you say wuduwahun, what that really means is you're getting ready to go. It's not just any kind of getting ready, right? And it doesn't matter where you're going. This could be, we've been here picking berries. Let's put everything away so we can carry it, and we're getting ready to get out of here. That's what the wuduwahun means, right? That's usually how this one is. It could be packing your bags. You got to do stuff to move from one place to another, especially if you're going to be going from, once they start talking about seasons and stuff, like, oh, they're going to go to their summer camps or something, like some big thing is going to happen, right? As the people are getting ready. Okay. Next line.
Well, I guess where is the carefully?
I would probably put that as like really, or you could say carefully, as the people are carefully getting ready, right? They're really doing a good job, right? So kedain comes from like yak right? There is this thing where you could put dain on the end of certain things, and they become these adverbs. Kedain. You could say shush kedain. They did it evilly, right? They did it with bad intentions. Kedain, they did a really good job. They did it well. Katzin Dane, they did it strongly. Shagao Dane, did it loudly. Anyone want to read this one?
Aak'wtaatseen chant uagut ya'a shadechani.
Okay. Aak'wtaatseen chant uagut ya'a shadechani. How do we interpret that?
He went by the leader.
Yes.
Aak'wtaatseen went by the leader.
Aak'wtaatseen went up to the leader, right? Chant uagut, went by him, went to him, right? Came up to them. There's different ways to interpret that. But that chant uagut means that it has happened. Okay? Next line.
Nishde yegachtucha.
Okay. Nishde yegachtucha. How do we interpret that?
Paddled homeward.
Mm-hmm.
Paddle for fun.
Yeah, wow. We're going to paddle home. Okay. Nishde yegachtucha. Okay. Aak'wtaatseen. There's some interesting things going on here, and I'm just gonna help you guys with this one.
Gosh.
So sometimes if you close a root that ends with a, it's gonna change to a. And that is exactly what's going on. It's a little bit tricky to use, and I'd recommend you just watch for it. But there's this ni suffix you can put on the end of something, which means when this thing happens, then it's going to tie it to something else, right? Aak'wtaatseen. And then I would probably, I think that just needs to go long. Aak'wtaatseen. When we're paddling around, okay? Yahin. This river. And we know it's a river, not just a glass of water. Because he just said river just a second ago. Right?
Go back to ha and Chaini. So the ha open stem, when it's closed by a consonant, goes to the a goes to a.
Yes.
Is that true for oo?
For oo becomes way. That's typically the pattern you see. So for example, ka, to say something, or for example, to sew, right, becomes qis. So it changes to that ei sound. Qu, like to wipe something, changes to qwain, right? Or another one, since we have killer whale in the house, if we look up swim, one of these entries is yawagu, keet yawagu. There, or keet yawagu. There's a pod of killer whales swimming along. What's happening right now? Keet ya ya nagwain, just like in the song, right? And so that's how this, when the oo closes, you get way. When the ah closes, you get a. And this is just, these are some of these like just kind of sound switching things that Tlingit just likes to just throw in there, like, yeah, why don't we do that thing, right? And so it's just something to keep in mind. And it's actually a really neat example because we get them back to back. Right? And he's just using them right back to back. And that ni one, that's what you would hear the really highly fluent speakers using, is this ni. And you just, as you study, you know, a really good thing to do is to just go read the big stories and enjoy them, but also just look at the language and figure out what kinds of patterns you're starting to recognize now. Hey, I know all these words. I better look this word up because I don't know it. Hey, what's going on with this verb? Can I figure it out? Because it's already translated for me, right?
I think oo, to wipe. So I'm looking in Carrie's dictionary, and it's she's wiping it.
Oh, is it qay? Well, because shiqu is to wipe, but then quina is the one that wipes. Let me see what she's got here. Oops.
Owl, huh?
Yeah, quina. So here's qu, and we get qashqu for wiping. Isha qashqu, wipe your nose. Qashqu, nadak ka qashqu, wipe the table. Shishke isha qoyjuk. So So this gets closed, and so it turns to kwe. Ashqeq. Huh.
The reason I ask is because we were looking at the little reader and there's the ant is wiping her nose.
Mm-hmm. Is it qeq there?
Oh.
What's that?
Took a while to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because qeq.
Yeah, so we get qeq, qeq, qu, qu, queech, queenie. It's probably
Just that way.
Yeah.
Downhauer used to say, just because.
My guess is, because there's no vowel in the classifier, then you got to get to the q sound. Q is a lot easier than qwe, right? If it's just hard to get there, sometimes it'll just override the rule. Okay. Okay. We're getting tangled now. Okay. Yikqasatin itla. You will see your mother. Dog ejene.
Working on fish.
Okay. Dudayin ikqinuk.
By her side?
What's that?
By her side.
Yeah, well, yeah, by her side, it's interesting, yeah, because it could be nuke. What's that?
My sister thinks in front. I think in front.
Yes, so dayin means to face somebody, right?
Oh.
So yeah, it could be you're going to situate yourself, you're going to seat yourself facing her, you're going to sit down in front of her. Is basically what's going on here. Right, so kukrinuk is to be seated. Do dayin, right? So you have dayin, and you have what's the opposite to look away? Dakan, right? Dakan is to look away from someone. Dayin is to sort of face someone, right? Do dayin kukrinuk. Facing her, in front of her. Qitlatin.
You will watch her. You will watch her.
Back to yikqasatin. Did you say why it's yik instead of ik?
It is probably ik. I'll listen to it, but I would expect it to be ik.
I was thinking.
But it's probably, it should be that. Yikqasatin. Right? And so it's probably, if we listen closely, we're probably going to catch that. And it's actually probably, okay, I got to listen to it. It's probably yekaqisatin. Sorry. That's what I expected. Yekaqisatin ita. You'll see your mother. Okay. I obviously got to do a little bit more work on this thing. Sorry. Okay. Qaqitlatin. You will watch her. Yanchawe, probably ye iguchsatin. She will see you here. She's gonna yell out. Itla. Ahat kaitan. Hand me my gaff hook. Echat ayachat yatlatin. This fish here is looking at my face. Ooh, that's a good one. When you are gaffed. It's an interesting one to say. When you are gaffed, it could today jerk away, pull back, right? We have to go kind of fast on these, sorry. You won't feel anything. You feel it inside, kind of. Just like that, they paddled. His thoughts were facing his mother. She yells out, grab the gaff hook. This fish is looking at my face. Oops. That's a bit of work. Just like he was instructed, he pulled away from that gaff hook. His mother threw him up onto the shore. She was going to cut the jaw. Salmon is wearing my son's necklace. As their medicine person found it, he wondered, Ya atkan hiti, stakat dag I hit, kedain stakat at kika. The smokehouse. Stakat dag I hit. All around it inside, it might be hit, was swept, I think, maybe. Everything was kept really clean on there. He was placed on the board overnight. People put down feathers on the board. The salmon was laying there. People gathered. What's going to happen? At midnight, when it came to be that time, people heard, "Ooh, iskasani aya akilua." A young boy was sitting there. Aak'wtaatseen aya ya dehu. Aak'wtaatseen is here. They found that he had returned, or he had returned. The speeches that we make, about how Aak'wtaatseen experienced great joy. When we are among people who are feeling great grief, we make speeches. Cake de Aak'wtaatseen. I saw the people of Cake. Clarence Jackson, Dutla Nana. Clarence Jackson's mother died. Peter Jack, Duyagu Atkoyosaku on Gundach. Peter Jack's boats. The people came from Angoon. That might be Koyosakuch. People came, he brought people by boat. Aak'wtaatseen. And I told the story of Aak'wtaatseen. Ya family ayes yakhsaka. For the family, I said, Ashkshe ya an gundachasati ya hachu ayilqini hatukaksakihini yi judutlahayi yakhiqudua. For those of us from Angoon looking among your faces, that is like the peaceful river is revealed to your people. Or they would return to that peaceful river. Yeah, wow. Yek, hey. Sheesh. I gotta go through that kind of fast. Like a few things on it. So we're not gonna have a lot of time for the future, so the future will be reserved for the future. I'll tell you a couple of things.
Read the book.
Yeah, there's a chapter for it. There's a chapter for that. Future is easier in a lot of ways. Every classifier is minus I. Every one of them.
Every one of them?
Yep. 0, da, sa, s, sha, sh, sha, sh. Has to be one of those. Cannot be one of the other ones. They all must be minus I every single time.
Even when it's negative?
Even negative, positive, doesn't matter. Because what the plus I shows us, it has happened. If it's a future thing, it cannot have happened yet. That's how the logic works. Every single stem is going to want to be long and high in the positive, long and low in the negative. Doesn't matter what the conjugation is, doesn't matter at all, right? Yek kwati, kash yek kwati, right? Gonna be, not gonna be, right? So those are some things to keep in mind. That's what makes it easier than the perfective. You don't have to do, 0, open, close, doesn't matter. Long and high, negative, long and low. What does get tricky is you have to pay attention to the conjugation class, because everything that is ga before it is going to have k. This is why you'll say ke kwak a, ke Aak'wtaatseen. It's determined by that conjugation class. All of the qa are going to have ye. That's why you say tsu ye Aak'wtaatseen, ye Aak'wtaagan, because of that right there. So this is something you have to start paying attention to. in the future, for the future. Ga is K, Ga is Ye. That is the reason it pops up there. In the future, it has to be there. Okay, so that's why you pay attention to those and you'll see it. If it's na or zero, you don't need anything in front of it, right? Then you've got these prefixes, and then, as you go through this chapter, you'll see that it gets long, but there's only so many ways it can go, right? And so kakwa is I'm going to, gachtu, we're going to, kaqi or gaqi, you're going to, gachi, y'all are going to, akwa or gukwa, she or he is going to, huskukwa or husakwa, they are going to, gachtu, people are going to, right? And so you'll see it's a similar thing. You'll learn the zeros, then you'll find that once you put the classifier in there, if it changes, it does. The pattern starts to get a little bit different. And the only thing to keep in mind is with the third person, if there is both a vowel and the consonant in the classifier, so if it's sa, sha, or sha, or da, it has to be guch, guchda, guchsa, guchsha, guchsha. Has to go that way, right? So there are some patterns, just another set of patterns to sort of pick up. I think as you go forward with your Tlingit studies, part of your work is studying these patterns, what's under the hood, how do I put them together, let me look at a bunch of them and then predict a bunch of them. Then the other part is just sort of continuing this translation work. Sometimes you could find things where the Tlingit's already written. Sometimes you could find things where the Tlingit and the English is written. And you say, oh yeah, can I get from here to here? Can I do that myself if I already know the answer? And that's really good work. It shows you lots of things. You say, I keep seeing this little word kla pop up. I don't know how to use that. I want to figure it out. Keep talking with each other. Keep listening to Tlingit. Speak it everywhere you go as much as you can so that your brain just gets used to the idea that it's happening. It's been a lot of fun. See you guys on Tuesday. And then keep an eye. I'll try and just send out an email once we sort of start getting some things finalized. If you can get to Sitka in mid-June, I'm hoping an immersion will happen there. Keep an eye out through Sea Alaska Heritage. They might be the ones who coordinate that. There'll be something happening in Teslin in late August and early September. If you want to go hang out there, there should be some fun stuff going on. And then there's beginning, intermediate, and advanced, all offered next semester here. So with Kyle Worrell, if you know anybody, we're going to try this sort of fun thing. And I don't know if it's going to work, so I won't make any promises. But I'm going to try and get a group of organizations to chip in. And I think if they can come up with like $20,000, then there won't be any tuition next year. And I think if we can raise collectively about $2 million, which is a lot of money,
Endowment.
we won't have to have tuition ever for Tlingit, Haida, or Tsimshian language classes. So those are some of the things I'll be working on so that it's just a question of get to the class, get in the door, do the work, don't worry about the money. And just trying to sort of figure out how the mechanics of that are going to work. So, and then I'll be working on the third year stuff so that this will actually be a textbook. Continuing to sort of fine tune some of these translations, which some of them are pretty rough, which you can see. And then, anyways, see you guys Tuesday. Gunchish whoosh ye gachtusteen. Whoosh pushes it plus D. Future, and it's qa, so it's got to have ye. Gachtusteen. Yeah, way.
I'll be in Chish. I'll be in
Chish
Really different.
Hope you with Aishke.
Good.
See each other, huh?
Ah, yeah,
Is that
I think so.
It's good you were here.